This here is the famous train track that Pico tried to cross when he was detained by officers my sophomore year. It can be seen in Goodwill Punting.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I started sprinting. I get to the goddamn train tracks, the intersection of Miami Street and Franklin. All of a sudden, 3 cop cars pull up. And it's just me with a fucking backpack on. I'm staring at the intersection like this. 3 cop cars come up there. First impression, I'm impressed.
Part 2, of course. Piece of history. Right there is 21 South Sandusky. We'll pull in, but that porch right there is 21 South Sandusky. Spent most of my time there, my sophomore and freshman years, hanging out, smoking pot.
Hark! Oh, fuck!
He just killed us.
Oh, I guess it was 19th South Sandusky. I'm sorry. I never knew that. All these years, and I guess I'm just stupid as shit. That's 21. That wasn't the one I was at, but this is the back porch of 19th South Sandusky, where I sprinted out of after smoking pot when I was going to take a ride with Armstrong, and I said, damn, I'm too high. He's got to be way too high. And so I just sprinted right out of that back porch, the red door, and into eternity. The first band that I formed down here in Tiffin, Dom G and the Talent. Don't ask me where the name Dom G came from. I don't know. My name's Dom Mastro, of course, but Dom G and the Talent. We took some pictures down here. I'll show you another spot that we took some pics. And you'll see the pics, obviously. Right there is the building that Dom G and the Talent broke into to take some more pictures. I don't think it was finished at that point. You could just pretty much walk right in the door. But yeah, nice picture, wouldn't you agree? This is where Tiffin University Mode 3's Boom was filmed. The music video for Boom. Definitely probably the highlight of the university.
When Dom and Seth play strings, I'm stunned like a paraplegic.
This is also where Don Mastro and his crew went to go film some music videos for the original Don Mastro 1 album. And the cops pulled up, you know, right about here, swarmed on us, and said, hey, you guys are trespassing. I used to live right here. Now it's a school building. The school bought this building. I would have bought it from Andy Steffi if I knew he was selling, but the school bought it and made it into this monstrosity. It was way cooler as the on-top headquarters, but now it's just some school bullshit. Great times here. Awesome times. It was alright times. This here is Craycraft Dorm. This is where I lived my freshman year. Absolutely killing it. I was right down this hallway, like right there maybe, or on the other side.
Get out of here, fat tits!
I don't know, I think I was actually right here. I was right there. That window right there, the second one, on the bottom floor. And right on the other side is the train tracks. Every fucking morning, noon and night, they'd be blowing their horn. That's where I lived. That's a little bit of me. Troubled youth would smoke here. I'd say troubled youth because we were only freshmen. I mean, already smoking cigs as a freshman? Jeez, oh Pete's. I smoke them now, but I didn't pick that habit up for a while. That's Hayes Center for the Arts. That's where I practiced music, DFX, Mode 3, plenty of things like that. Followed by Hertzer Center for Technology. Took a lot of, you know, website classes, shit like that online. And this is the new Center of the Arts, I think. Or if not, it's the next building, Science and Technology. Now there's another building up here. Either way, all this shit is brand new. There's the Performing Arts Lab. Brand new shit. At least brand new after I left, like the year after I left, so yeah. That there's the junior seniors. I lived there my junior year. In fact, right where you see that door, right there, I think I was the window right next to it that you can see, not the one concealed. Pretty fun stuff. That front door is where I gave Taylor Davis and Cam Pullman a free blunt when they were freshmen and I was a junior. I was a really cool junior. So yeah, a lot of fun things happened there. Jalen Santoro lived here for a while right next to the elementary school. So you know he's not a sketchy guy if they let him live next to an elementary school. A lot of nice parties here, a lot of fun times. He'll corroborate that, I'm sure. This here is the Heminger Center, the indoor facility. A lot of good times running sprints with the football team. Even better times playing intramural athletics such as wiffle ball and broom ball, you know, shit like that. I never cared for these homos, at least not when I was here. Sorry to call them that now. It's just how I felt back then. And this here is the training facility where I was nursed back to health after that concussion, groin, shoulder injury I mentioned in the monologue. Plus over here is where we used to lift. This is where I would get my deadlifts reps in, get absolutely shredded, you know. Just an absolute beast of a human being. Absolute beaster. That house right there is where Mode 3 practiced and wrote, once again, the absolute banger of Boom.
Paraplegic.
That's right. And right across from that is the sophomore dorms. I remember right about here on this front step, I remember getting back from Canada over the weekend, and I had bought a kimono in Canada that weekend. And then when I came back, I saw some brony, retard loser, wearing a kimono, smoking out there. And I threw that kimono in the trash because of that. I would often smoke pot just in the middle of the day, right in this parking lot. You know, probably like right here, just walking to class, just light up a blunt. I didn't give a shit. What was anyone gonna do to me? I mean, I got a couple minutes before class, right? Up there, as you can see, the very, very top, that peak, that's where I lived my sophomore year with Tomislav and Rinker. We had an absolute blast. I keep saying everything was a blast. That's about all I can say, quite frankly. If you want to see the times, watch Good Will Punting. You'll see it all there. That's a fact. That there's the point. They used to handle all of your underage drinking and smoking needs back when I went here. They probably card now, but back in the day, well, gee, you could get pretty much anything you wanted there, and it was quite cheap. Also, I had some friends that lived up top. I think Cody Reisman and Marcella Brown lived up there, had a pit bull, did, you know, crazy shit up there. I guess I don't need to be naming names, saying stuff like that, but I just remembered it just now, so I told you. What do you think about that? And then there's the main building. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful architecture, 1888. Absolute, 1884, my apologies. Took a lot of classes there, aced a lot of classes. I had a 3.9 GPA.
Alright, so earlier in class today, there's this kid named Dom, and he's in my psychology class, and he fell asleep on the desk. And I felt bad because when everyone left, he was still sleeping, and no one came to wake him. So I think he might still be asleep in the classroom. Let's go check. What are you doing? I thought you were asleep.
I thought you were dead.
No, I thought you were dead because you were supposed to be asleep when I came in here. I said put your head on the desk, Dom.
I thought you said study.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What?
Okay, so, you know, that's pretty fucking sick, quite frankly. Not a lot of people did that shit. I got academic honors. What the fuck are they building there? Fucking monstrosity. Holy shit. That's why I hate going anywhere. You can never go home. You just go to these places and it's like, oh yeah, we're just going to develop even more. That was a great fucking, oh shit, you know what, they used to have houses there. There used to be a bunch of houses there they knocked down. But it wasn't just like houses, it was like the teachers' offices. So maybe they're making one big ass office for all the teachers. I don't know if I agree or disagree with that, but I don't think that they care about my opinion either way. This was another house where Pico lived. A lot of good times over here skateboarding. He would skateboard, I wouldn't. Looks like they got rid of the shed that we used to smoke pot in right there. We used to smoke pot right there. Also where Tomislav was carrying like a 30 rack at the age of 19, just in the middle of, yeah, middle of the day. We went up on that roof one time and smoked a joint. It was fun. There's a subway down there. You can see that roof, those people walking down there. I used to go to that subway all the time. I wouldn't eat their cancer sandwiches, but I would get the fucking sugar cookies all the time. Probably after smoking some pot. Nice little walk. Listen to Led Zeppelin. This is 182 Charlotte Street. I lived here my second half of my senior year. Made a lot of music up in that attic with On Top. And moved out prematurely, unfortunately. A shame about that for multiple reasons. Also the reason that, you know, the person who lived across the street from me at the time was casing my joint. Sketchy as hell, looked like he was gonna rob us. That front room right there was a living room, but it was converted to my bedroom, so definitely missed this spot. Fun spot, I would have taken nice care of it. This here is Frostcalno Stadium. This is where I played ball my first 2 years. Right about there is where I took that hit I was talking about, where I met God. And right about there is where he took the ball after I fumbled it. A lot of good times here. I think this is one of the few places I didn't smoke pot in Tiffin. Actually, that's a lie. Those bleachers up there, I definitely smoked pot up there. But that was when I lived in 182 Charlotte. Actually, no, that's a lie too. I think I walked down here one time during my sophomore year and puffed down a blunt up there. Good times. This here, I believe, is the crematorium. Yeah, it is the funeral home where they cremate people. So they got rid of the head shop back when I lived here, so it's good to see that, you know, they got one for the kids again. Go buy all the weed supplies. I really missed that. They got rid of it my freshman year. Probably doing legal shit. I mean, it's a fact. But now they got it again. I love that for the kids. This is where the old head shop used to be. I think that stone building back when I was a freshman. When I was in the gospel group, you know, gospel choir here, but I played bass. This is where we would do gospel stuff. St. Paul's Methodist Church. This was Tiffin's first call for help. It still exists, obviously. Still keep this place on my resume that I interned for. I told them that I had to intern 500 hours for my degree. Turned out it was only like 200 hours. So I was kind of stiffed for 300 hours. Also, the chick I worked with, this is why I keep it on my resume still, the chick I worked with, she straight up like quit while I was working there, and as a fucking intern, I had to take over the department. I was managing the fucking department as a college kid intern, not getting paid. Some real bullshit. But then I think I just, like, after the school year, just ghosted and left, because what the fuck, you know? Pay me. This here is downtown Tiffin, what it's all about. The big city life. Hustle, bustle. Pan Yan on the corner, I guess, is a bookstore. I'm pretty sure that used to be Bookmeyer Printing. That's where I used to get all my posters done that I would sign for people. Have that big dick swinging energy. Yeah, I'll sign a fucking thing for you. A poster is what they call them. I got some tattoos over here at Red Raven. You know, good place. William H. Gibson Memorial right there. William Harvey Gibson. Orator in the Civil War. I used to get stoned and walk down here. That's how I know about all this shit. Is I would just get stoned as shit and just walk. And it was fucking awesome. And they got rid of Fat Cakes, which used to be across from the Ritz. The Ritz is right here. This lady's taking a picture too, it looks like, but my fucking film is a bit better. There's the Ritz. I've played there about a dozen times. I don't know how many times I really played, but it was a lot of times. And I would play there in Mode 3, DFX, you know. Almost worked the lights there for Jay and the Americans, but I said, I'm not getting paid for that. Why would I do that shit? And so I didn't do that. There's more to that story than that, but, you know. Oh, Deli Cafe at Frost Village. This place really is on the up and ups. There's the Tiffin, you know, lake, river, whatever the fuck that is. I would walk down there at night. Real nice. A lot of spiders on that walk. I saw a squirrel dying up there one time before, and it really troubled me. I still think about it sometimes. This is Old St. Mary's Catholic School, as you can see right there. Oh wow, look at that pretty box that they painted. That was a, you know, a place I'd love to sneak into during the weekends. That's the Gilmore Center and the, you know, the whatever the hell they call it in the middle, where everyone can walk and just have a good time. I'm not gonna go in there. I don't really want to risk seeing anybody that I might know. It's not something I'm about. The Wall Street Pub and Grill, another place that wasn't finished until I was fucking done here. Wish it were. Would have had some fun. This is the Heminger Center I talked about earlier, the indoor facility. That's the parking lot. Behind there is some bleachers that the train passes by. But what I'm about to talk to you right here is, I guess this is the facilities office. They got a golf office over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to where me and Armstrong. I used to longboard over here too. It was freshly paved when I went here. And it was awesome to longboard around. But right about where that black car is parked, actually, yeah, where that black car, or maybe it was that truck. Well, one of these two cars right here, this car or the car in front of it, we were sitting and smoking pot, and he had fully blacked out windows. And the mofo and Night Watch walked right by us while we were fucking blowing down in the car. Didn't even know. Had no fucking clue. We were hotboxing the shit out of the place, but it was sketchy as hell too. Nice little story. None of this shit existed when we were here. I mean, I think this building did at a smaller capacity. A lot of this shit's fucking brand new. Down that way, right next to that brown container, is where the Blah music video was shot. Good time. I guess they got rid of the bleachers down there too. What a shame, what a shame. I used to have a locker in there when I played football. I guess I don't have a locker in there anymore. Fuck that kid. Here's my locker. Damn. I'm not Trayvon Munson. Huh. Hey, there's me. With good old Jalen Johnson. Someone did the old switcheroo, as you can tell, because everyone's name tags are not in place. So yeah, fuck that kid. Listen to this, or I should say, look. This is my locker. This is my helmet, aka the hit machine. This here is where football practice would be held, where Goodwill Punting began, where I began fucking filming. Now I guess we have a fucking lacrosse team. No clue about that. That there's the baseball field, and above it is the coach's office for the baseball field. That's where I went to interview to join the baseball team my sophomore year. I was going to join just strictly as a smart kid to boost their GPAs. But they saw my coke nail, and I was not allowed on the team. That there's the Lowe's that we all went to, Pico, Tomislav, Dustin, and I, when we found the secret cave underneath the house and turned that into a man cave. That was shortly busted by HR, and they weren't even mad that we were smoking and drinking in it. They were just impressed, and they didn't want to write it up for all the paperwork, so then they didn't. We just left. This is Frisch's Big Boy, not to be mistaken with like a real Big Boy or something like that. I'm still passing it, but I just wanted to tell you that like it's Frisch's, or fresh ass as I'd call it. And let me just clarify, I absolutely love this place. I love their open face sandwiches, turkey, roast beef, ham, whatever it was. I just like to call it fresh ass. No hate. Probably the best place in all of Tiffin is this Mexican restaurant here. Very good food, very good beer. There's the Asian Grill Buffet, a huge hit here in Tiffin. All you can eat Asian food and other food that they don't do half as well. But I pulled all the way back here because I remember I was stoned as hell my freshman year coming here, and I just had to sit right here. I couldn't even park. I was like, oh my god, I can't even park right now. And I went in and ate a ton, and I was fucking baked. I guess this is called the Seneca Star View now. It used to be called the Cinemark when I was here. I love those stars up there. Saw a lot of movies here when I was just absolutely stoned with all my buddies. Saw Interstellar here. I was high as hell. Really great times. I think I saw... I don't know what else I saw here. Oh, I saw the NWA movie. Yeah, straight out of Compton. This is the local Tiffin Kroger. just like any other Kroger, but this one's fascinating and significant because it's where I began my addiction to Crystal Geyser water. There was a sale, and now I can't stop drinking it. That used to be a pack of Tans. My mom would get all of her crafting stuff over there. Really good deals. I don't know what a Beals is now. That used to be a chiropractic office. I went there one time when I was in severe pain after football. Looks like it closed down. They didn't really do much for me, so I can see why it closed down. I couldn't find where the track and field used to practice, but I would go look at stars there, mostly with bros, not really with hoes. It's a shame. Well, we're on the way to American Rust right now. Go see them at Hedges Boyer Park. Bring some great music to you, so adios to you. Hey, it's been phenomenal seeing you again. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna see you a lot sooner this time, though. And one last look at the Point. Great place for underage drinking and tobacco use, back in the day at least. I'm not gonna slander the new owners, if they have new owners. Of course, the junior, senior, right there.
And we go, and we go, and we go.